Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are having such a great time here at CrossFit Recursive downtown on Willie Street, right down from the Capitol. They're working up behind us. This place is filled with energy, music. It's so exciting to be here. But I want to switch gears because there's someone very exciting to my left, and you might not recognize this face, but as soon as he starts talking, you're totally going to know who this is because this is Marco from Marco and Krista at 93.1 Jamz Morning Show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So happy to have you here on Girl Talk.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited. I'm in front of girls. It never happens to me. So. Yeah, they're all pretty. It's amazing.
It's wonderful. Girl Talk is fun, isn't it?
It is. I've enjoyed all the segments so far.
Good. I'm glad to have you. So I think a lot of folks out there probably recognize your morning show, the radio 93.1 Jamz. It's on all the time in my car. It's the one that kind of wakes you up, keeps you moving, all that great stuff. But nobody maybe knows how you started this. How did you do it?
Yeah, it's a funny story. My sister worked at a radio station when I was in high school still. So I was 16, and I was obviously enamored with the DJs, and I would go there every day after school and hang out with her while she was selling. And then eventually I started to go into like production studio, and some of the DJs like, hey, do you want to do some of this stuff? Now that I'm in the industry, I know that I was actually doing their work for them. It's called production, and nobody loves to do it. But I was in there, and I loved it, and then the program director saw me once, and typically in radio in a small market, the night guy didn't show up once, and so he was like, hey, do you want to go on the radio? And I was like, yeah,
here we go.
That sounds cool. So
cool
I got right in, and so my 10th grade year, I worked during the summer, 7 to midnight every night, and my friends thought it was the most amazing thing. I just love it because it's personality. I've always been outgoing.
Yeah.
So it was a good transition, and it's something I knew I wanted to do right away.
That's awesome. It's so cool that you like stumbled into like your calling. You know, you're like, this is kind of a cool place to be. And all of a sudden they're like, somebody didn't show up. Can you?
Yeah.
And now you're like here, and you're Marco.
In 10th grade too. That's got to be so cool to be a high school student. And
yeah, it was good. That was some good times. I actually graduated high school and walked across the stage, got my diploma, and then I went to work that night at a radio station at midnight, because back in the day you started at midnight when you didn't really know. So I went from graduating to work, and I've never stopped. So
that's amazing. What a story. Cool. I'm so glad you're here today.
Switch gears for a second. I know Jamz is really involved in the local community. Can you tell us about some of your local events that you host?
Yeah, local is big with us, live and local, because there's a lot of radio stations, believe it or not, that are piped in from New York or Colorado. They all come here, but we live here. We work here. The American Family Children's Hospital is something we're really proud of and excited. We do it every year. It's 3 days for 12 or 13 straight hours. Last year we raised about $770,000 with the help of not only us, but Q106, another Midwest family broadcasting station. So we do it every year. We look forward to it, and it's something that we really love giving back, and the stories are great.
That must be so exhausting but rewarding at the same time to be able to help that cause.
It is. It's like 40 straight hours of working and talking, and then the stories are heart-wrenching, and so it's really tough. But so we love to do that on a local level and national level. If you want to donate to Hurricane Harvey, we have something set up on our website with Midwest Family Broadcasting, because there's a lot of scams and stuff out there. So you can go to our websites. All the radio stations have them. You can donate there. It's secured. It goes to the American Red Cross. So it's all legitimate. All the money goes to that. We put something on.
Thank you for that. Yeah, we want to make sure that people out there, everybody's feeling like they want to help, and this is a good way to do that. So thank you.
It is.
Yeah, great. We'll look for that on your website. That is so good to know, because we all want to help somehow, but you hate to think of it going toward a scam.
There's a lot of scams on the internet, man. It's hard to even go anymore. I always think, my first thing is everything's a scam until it's not. So.
It's a good way to start though, actually, at this point. Rather than like, I totally trust that situation.
Oh, my bank account is overdrawn. Yeah, it's not good.
Exactly.
Marco, you guys have a lot of great programs or segments in your show. One of them that I particularly enjoy is At Least You're Not in the News. If you think you're having a bad day, they always have examples of someone that's having a worse day.
Yes.
But another one is called Inside Krista's Head, where she's got musings about different things. We want to get inside Marco's head. Are you ready? We're going to get to know Marco a little bit better.
All right, love it.
What time did you go to bed last night?
About midnight.
Next.
Cardio or weights?
Weights, when I do them.
Let's see, swimming or mountains? Climbing mountains?
Swimming.
iPhone or Samsung?
iPhone.
Ooh, hey.
Night out partying or relaxing at home?
Ooh, man, that's tough. I want to say partying because I want to be cool, but usually at home.
Good job. Thanks for the honesty. Okay, spaghetti or brats?
I'm Italian, so I go with spaghetti, but I love brats. Actually, I love all food. But
Favorite cartoon character?
Well, my son is a big SpongeBob SquarePants fan, so that has made me one as well.
You gotta be. It's just
Yeah.
weird enough that you have to love it. Okay, so this is again, thank you so much for joining us today, Marco from Marco and Krista's morning show at 93.1 Jamz. Listen to them all day. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back with more Girl Talk here at CrossFit Recursive after the break.